Golfers, it's Friday. That means a new video. Today we are going to discuss about the over-the-top move, and I'm going to show you a really easy drill that is going to stop it forever. I'm sure you know already what means to come over the top. I already have SkyTrack ready to track all the golf balls so we can see some ball flights, but I'm going to quickly run into this issue for you. So if I'll just take a ball and I'll take the setup position at it, the main issue here is that from the top of the backswing, your hands and body are just spinning out, throwing the club head over the top, and the club head, you can see it's approaching the ball from a path that it's outside to inside. Now, the more that this path gets to be outside to inside, the more curvature we have on the golf ball. For example, the tour players, they like to have anywhere between 2 degrees and 4 degrees path, either outside or inside. And in this way, they will have a consistent ball flight and they can rely on it over time. So, the main issue here is that the right shoulder or the trail shoulder will stay higher than the lead shoulder throughout the swing, almost until impact. And that helps to throw the club over the swing and create those slices. So let's see how that swing actually looks like, and let's see how big slice we can create. So let's see how the ball is going to fly. You see it starts right, and then it curves even more to the right. So that is the problem with that type of swing. You cannot rely on it. Sometimes the shoulders are going to be thrown more or less, and in that way, you're going to create different curvatures. That's why it's going to be inconsistent and your game might suffer from it. Now, I'll show you a quick drill that you can try on the driving range next time, and also you can try it on the golf course while you are playing. For this drill, you will only need some golf balls. So that's why I was saying to start practicing on the driving range, because there you can try actually some shots. But let's see, most of the time for a slicer, he or she are going to have the ball position a bit more forward in the stance. Why? Because an over-the-top move is going to move the low point of the swing a bit more forward. What that does at setup is going to change your shoulder line. So the shoulder line is going to start to point a bit left for a right-hand player. And in this way, it's going to be really easy to just throw the trail shoulder over the top, cut across the ball and create those slices. So what I want you to do instead, so let's say that would be the 7-iron position for a slicer. That would be the normal position for, let's say, a neutral swing. And for a person who hits draws, it's going to be just slightly back of the middle. Now you can already observe that my shoulder line, it's a bit closed. And in this way, it's going to be a lot easier to come in a neutral way to hit the ball. But what I want you to do is to actually put the ball position so far forward that it's almost inside of your trail foot. So now your shoulders are going to be really close to the target. And what I want you to feel from here is that you go to the top of the backswing and only the hands are going to start your downswing. So you're going to feel like the butt end of the grip is going to come closer to the ball. Now in this way, we have actually the time to shallow the club, and then we can just rotate into the ball, creating a path that, let's say, for the beginning is going to be a bit more neutral. And then as you keep practice this, the path, you're going to see that it comes slightly more from the inside, and then you're going to be ready to move the ball position back to normal. I would say when you start practicing this drill, use a shorter club. For example, I have here my 7-iron, and just by simply exaggerating that ball position, putting it really far back in the stance, it's going to actually make you to drop those hands a bit quicker and then to turn into the ball, which is going to allow you to make a shallower swing. So by looking from this angle again, by going to the top of the backswing, if I let my hands come a bit closer to the ball first, you can already see that my shoulders are almost leveled out. And by turning, you see now that my left shoulder is actually higher than the right. So that means that the shallowing part already happened. So let's see first a shot during the drill. So I'm gonna have the ball really back in the stance. Normally I hit a draw, so probably I'm gonna push this ball, but that would be a really good indication that what we want to do actually happened. Let's see how the ball is going to fly. You can see it started right and it actually comes back because I managed to square the club face a bit. Now, after you get a few shots and you get the feel for this move, while the hands are getting down and then you turn into the shot, I want you to hit some shots and try to get the same feel. So you're gonna place the ball in the middle of your stance for a 7-iron, you're gonna go to the top of the backswing, and you're gonna feel like your body stays closed and your hands are dropping a bit, and then you turn the club with your body into the ball. So let's see a full swing now. Let's see how this works as well. So let's see this shot now, full swing with a 7. See, it started right and then it curves back on the target. So that means that I allowed my hands to drop a bit and then I turn with the club when it was already shallowed. Let's get rid of that slice. Next time when you go to the range and you try this drill, let me know how did it work. Meanwhile, you can subscribe to the channel and I will see you next time at The Solution Golf.